And good evening and welcome. We're back. We are back after eating my own weight in all types of food, drinking probably the equivalent of two swimming pools. We're back. It's funny that we're not only are we back, but Dave's back on a diet. Can you believe that? You really think it's going to happen? What an August. What a strange August. No, it's actually been a fantastic August. But we've just not done very much. We've just hung around and done very little. Had a holiday at the beginning of August, and we've had some very strange weather from mid-August onwards. Very unusual weather here in Abruzzo. It's gone from incredibly hot to very unsettled towards the end of August. A little bit strange, but there you go. That's life, isn't it? How's everybody doing? Let us know. Let us know in the comments how you are. I can't see, as usual. I have no idea who's watching, who's not watching, because I can't see any numbers whatsoever. So please let us know somebody is there. Oh, we've got David Palladino. David's back. David is the master of Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials. Definitely the master of that one after getting... Well, we'll see if he gets it today, and hopefully David's going to be a meet the home buyer as well. Hello, Susan. Good to see. Well, sort of see you. It's going to take a while for people to get on because I bet people have forgot that we're back, but we are back, and I'm going to make sure that we're back every single week. There's going to be no breaks. No breaks. We're going to be here every week. The only slight break is when the tours are on. The tours, we may have to bring it forward a day, but I'll give you notice about that. So don't worry at all. So absolutely fantastic to be back tonight. Of course, is the big, massive Q&A. Paul Villafranca, Dave, happy Wednesday. Tony, rock on. Paul, it's good to hear from you as well. It's good to see all these faces that we know. Here's Palambaro Patrick as well, just to and Patrick, when are you due back? You should be due back sometime, aren't you? I think even though I'm not allowed to drink now, I may make an exception when you come over. Gordon, hi Dave, Becky and I are so excited to visit this month, both for our new townhouse and the tour, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys as well. Really excited about that one. Can't wait for the tour to come. More of that in a second. So what we've got tonight, we have got photo, what do I call it? I've completely... Tom, what do I call it? Here's Tony, the producer, everybody. Look, have you missed it?
Hey, everybody.
No, nobody's written that they've missed you, so that's a good sign. I know what it's called now. It's called Stunning Photo of the Week. We've got a fantastic, stunning photo of the week, and I want more of these. I want, and you'll see why in a second. We've got Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials, but with a twist. Because I'm getting good with these things now, Tony. Have you noticed? There you go. Like that one. Because Domenico, unfortunately, is not going to be here. But Tony is going to be here. So it's going to be an all Italian. This is why David Palladino is going to be not on trial. What's the word I'm looking for? He's going to be put on the spot today because it is purely Tony and he's Italian. But what we're going to do, a slight difference, because Domenico can't come on. We're going to go through Tony's phrase. We're going to break it down. We're going to give you a little bit of an Italian lesson towards the end. Anybody that's never seen us before and you're wondering what on earth I'm talking about, can you hear that? Can you hear that? You can't hear that, Tony. There's a door creaking behind me. And that has really spooked me now, because the new film, the new Conjuring, is out soon. And those films, I love those horror films, absolutely love them, but they scare the life out of me. And that was a creaky door. And I don't like that. Anyway, where was I? David Palladino, he's on the spot tonight because he's the only one that's ever got one of Tony Only's tongue twisting trials. Anybody that's never seen us before, what that is Tony, our man from the UK, and also the producer and part-time layabout, or full-time layabout actually. He's going to come on in his best Italian and say a phrase from a famous film. And this is a film for everybody, because some people have said, why don't we do some what do we call it, chick flick type things? So it's, this is a great film. So he's going to do that, and then later on in the show, you're gonna guess which film it's from. And if nobody guesses it, we're gonna break it down. I am seriously, Tony, can you hear? Can you hear anything going off behind me?
No.
Are you sure? If anything comes through that door while I'm talking, then it is. There's something. It's not windy outside, I don't think. I've got all the windows and doors shut, so I can't hear anything. But there is something going off behind me.
There's a funny person in a mask in the doorway, but other than that, nothing.
With a Conjuring t-shirt on. Can't wait for that to come out. Don't know why I'm advertising Conjuring, but there you go. Okay, so we've got Domenico and Tony, but just Tony's tongue twisting trials. What else have we got on? I think that's it. That's all we do, isn't it? Completely forgot. It's so good to be back. It really is. And we're actually quite excited to be back. And we're going to start. It's a gecko, somebody said. I don't like them either. What? Can you see one? We're going to do, obviously we're going to do the big Q&A, so please wait before you ask your questions. Once Tony's done his tongue twisting trial, then you can start the Q&A, the questions. Otherwise we are going to miss some of the questions that come up. So yeah, do that in a short while. I just need to read through a few notices and then you can start with the questions. So it's going to be hopefully a bit of fun tonight. I'm just so happy. I'm just so pleased to be back. We're going to start with a few things that's going to change that me and Silvana have been talking about throughout August, what we're going to do, how we're going to do things. Another new member to the team, which I'm going to tell you about shortly as well. Kevin and Jan, looking forward to closing tomorrow with Dave. Yay! What a house Kevin and Jan's got. They're definitely going to be Meet the Home Buyers. What a stunning, if I do say so myself, property. And it's just up the hill from me. And they're sleeping here in Palombarro, not in my house, but here in Palombarro in a B&B tonight. And tomorrow we're going to the notary's office, and I may even take my camera and do a little bit of an interview before and after. We'll see if I can. We'll see if we can do that one. So Tony can get me prepared for my Italian lessons at 8 p.m. Don't know about that, Philip. I mean, it will be interesting. It would be great if you can listen well to Tony and then repeat that back to the teacher just to see what they say. I'd be really interested in that. Okay, so let's get started. Let's give you a few notices before we get started. The tours are back, and we start at the end of this month. And I've had people contacting me, panicking, saying, "I know you've been away, Dave, but what's happening with the tours? Is everything still okay?" Everything is absolutely fine with the tours. Don't worry, we will be in touch at the end of this week. We usually get in touch with people a few weeks before the tour, and it starts on the... Any idea when it starts? When's that? Oh, it's put... Oh, there you go. Look, September the 25th and 26th, but we're meeting on the 24th. Anybody that has booked onto the September tour, we will be in touch by Saturday of this week. If for any reason we don't get in touch by Saturday, then it'll be by Monday. It all depends how quick I can get things done this week with signings and one thing or another. But yes, very, very latest Monday you will hear. We're going to start the WhatsApp group. Just keep an eye on your emails, because I send emails to everybody and then it asks you to respond to the email, and then we start the WhatsApp group. So anybody that is booked onto the tour in September, then look out for the emails, and I can't wait to meet you all. We were full, but we've had 2 cancellations, so there are actually 2 spaces left. It's quite a big tour. I think there's 38 or something like that of us. So we can squeeze another 2 on. If we need be, we could squeeze another 3 on. We just throw Tony off the bus and he can just run behind. But we 2 people we should be able to get on there with no problem. October 23rd and 24th, there are just 5 spaces left. So again, that's going to be a fun-packed tour. If you're wondering what the tours are, go onto our website, www.ahomeinitaly.com, click on tours and have a look. They're fantastic. It's a great way to see Abruzzo. It's a great way to see properties. We tend to see 10 different areas or 10 different towns. We tend to see around 20 properties. I think we held the record last time. I think we saw 23 or 24, something ridiculous like that. All over 2 days. We ferry you around, as we say in the UK, on coaches. You eat with us. We have a bit of fun. And the great thing about the tours is people become friends, hopefully for life. People from our first tours are still keeping together on the WhatsApp group, and that's a great thing. So if you are thinking, what's all this Abruzzo all about? What does Dave keep going on about every week? Then join us on the tour. And if you can't make this autumn, then what about next year? There's no excuses, though. We've had a slight change to next year's dates, and I'll tell you why later. We've taken February off for now because we may do 2 in May, but we're going to see how we're going to start the bookings on the 26th and 27th of March. This is next year. Remember, we always have a meet and greet the day before, 26th, 27th of March, 23rd and 24th of April, which is just after Easter, I think. And then the 28th and 29th of May. They're all available to book now on the website. These are, if I do say so myself, fantastic things. Come along with an open mind. Come and see the area. Come and see what all the excitement's about. Come and see what all these these home buyers are all saying about this amazing place, and come and have a look around, and come and have a look at some properties, meet us, and everything else. It's it really is a great, fun way to as an introduction to the area. We may do some other dates mid-May, but we'll decide that as time goes on. We don't do anything after May until September, then, purely because it just gets too hot. So yeah, if you are interested, if you're interested in this autumn's, then the September one, October one, you can book the September tour date. You would have to contact me at the info@homeiniitaly.com email. That's the one that's happening in 3 weeks, because it's not available online at the moment because the people have only just cancelled. If I get a chance, I will put it online tomorrow. But if you do want to take up those 2 spaces, and you are in the area in the next few weeks, then contact us on the info@homeiniitaly.com. That Tony, look out, he's on the ball, isn't he? He's on the ball tonight. info@homeiniitaly.com. Okay, so that's the tours. What else have we got to say? Quick thing about anybody renting properties over here, looking to rent for long term. I'm going to be telling you something about some changes on the channel that includes that as well. But contact us at info@homeiniitaly.com. I know some of you have from Patreon, because there was a rental property that we put on Patreon, and somebody snapped it up straight away that wants to do a 12-month rental from, I think it's from next March. So there is availability for short term before then. But I have started to, I am going to start advertising for other properties that are available for rent, for people that are looking long and short term, especially for people that are looking to get their residency visas, because we can get involved with that as well, where we can help you register the contract, get everything that you need to be able to then apply for your residency over here in Italy. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about some of the changes and how that's going to happen. But if any of you are interested, then make sure you contact us on info@homeiniitaly.com, and we'll let you know what is available at the moment. We'll put you direct in touch with the owners of the properties. We don't get involved in that side, but we help you if you want to get your residency sorted out and all that kind of thing. So again, if you're looking for rental properties, contact us at info@homeiniitaly.com. You will remember we used to advertise for some very great friends of ours with a number of properties in Italy. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're helping out a little bit at the moment. Some unfortunate circumstances that's led to them temporarily not being able to offer rentals at this moment. But yeah, contact us and we will get to you as soon as possible. That door's creaking again. That is really annoying me. Anyway, what else have we got? What shall we do now? Let's get started. Hold your questions off just a little bit longer. Let's do stunning photo of the week. And this week's, this is great. Tony, this is a good one.
Go on then, waiting.
I know. I'm just trying to build it up a little bit. This is brilliant, and I want people.
I would have been able to take it, is there?
No. Your photos are terrible. No, this is not about the photo. This is just. It's obviously how popular I'm becoming. It's got to be that, and I've got. I've got to thank people in America for doing this. It started in America. They're starting this. It's actually started in New Mexico, and this is from Lewis. That he found. I'm not going to attach the message because I know Lewis very well. So we have a sort of kind of relationship that saying to each other the kind of things that I can't possibly say on here. So I'm not going to. I won't put the attached message to it. But it was something to do with not being able to get away from me. So this is in New Mexico. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that street sign. Finally, I've been recognized and people are now naming streets after me. It has started in New Mexico. I want to see this happening in every single state and every single city, not only in America, all around all around the world. This is brilliant. So if you've got one of these, we're going to add this to the stunning photo of the week. And I've got lots of stunning photos of the week that people sent in before August. But if you find another one of these, something similar, I want to know the state where it is. Let us know and send it in to us. Send us a picture. And if we can get a photograph of whoever it is that's taking the photo next to the sign, then even better. I'm sending this message out now to everybody, everybody that's listening all over the world. I want you to find street names. I'm sure they're named after me. There must be. There's got to be. The word's got out. It's got to be.
There's got to be a Fielding Street somewhere, I think.
No, we're not. No, we're not interested in your name. I want to see as many of these as possible, and as I say, if you can get photographs of you in it as well, then that would be absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Lewis. That is the I'm not reading your message out because it was a little bit rude, but thank you for sending that in, and that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that was stunning photo of the week. We're nearly at the Q&A session. It's 17 minutes in. Tony, we better do this quick. What's that? Lovely to hear your voice and the beautiful Abruzzo area. Check your messages. Send in hugs from Stan and Sharon. It's Stan and Sharon. What a great couple. I will check my message. I've been filming today, Stan, and tomorrow we have a signing. But if you sent me a message, of course I will look at it. And it is absolutely fantastic to hear from you as well. What a great property they've got, and what a beautiful couple they are as well. Okay, so that's all that done. Tony, we better. Is it that time? Is it that time? Here we go. He's back again. It's Tony the producer. Are you ready? It's not Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trial. This is just Tony's, sponsored by David Palladino. He doesn't know it yet, but I will be billing him. Have you got the message yet? I've not sent it, have I?
You've not sent me anything, boy.
Right, well, there you go. So you've got. Oh, I've just thought now. There's numbers on it. You're gonna have to. Your Italian's gonna have to be really good.
Oh, numbers I'm usually okay with.
Okay, well that's good then. Well, we'll see. So Tony is going to read in Italian, in his best Italian. He's going to read a famous quote from a film. Later in the show, we're going to bring him back on. He's going to say it again, and people are going to guess. If anybody gets it, then obviously we won't help out. If nobody gets it, then we're going to break it down. We need some breakdown music. We're going to break it down, and we're going to give everybody an Italian lesson. Okay, so here we go. Sponsored by David Palladino. It's Tony's tongue twisting trials. Go for it, and I expect the numbers to be perfect as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, go for it.
Right. Ti ho detto che la mia gamba è lunga 44 pellicci dall'anca alla punta del piede, quindi stiamo parlando di 88 pellicci di terapia a volta intorno e te per il prezzo stracciato di $3,000.
Not bad, Tom. If you knew what this was actually saying, you probably wouldn't be as happy with me. But that's not bad. You didn't. I'm going to give you a 6 out of 10 for that, for effort.
Got the numbers right.
Yeah, you did get the numbers right. Yeah, not bad at all. There you go, folks. Tony will be back on the show a little bit later. Okay, but you can start firing your questions along in the next. Yeah, you can start now if you like. And I'm going to give you a couple of things because people have obviously emailed to ask if we're back. We are back. We are back at work. This week is a bit of a crazy week because we have signings and one thing or another and some filming to do. So just to give you a couple of people have said to me, has anything changed, Dave? What's happening with this and what's happening with that? And I just thought, let me just read this first. Dave Benton Street on my next corner will get the pick for the next live, Santa Clara, California. Brilliant. That's perfect. And if you don't find any with my name on it, you need to get in touch with your local governor or wherever, or council or wherever you are in the world, and get a street name put up. I wonder if that'll happen. You never know what could happen at the moment with politics. Anyway, no. Okay, moving on quickly. So a few people have asked, what's happening, and to be honest with you, this holiday has been a little bit of a. We've had a bit of a long chat session about about the future, about what we're going to do, about what we're going to do with the channel and all that kind of thing. We've come to a few decisions. So first of all, I want to say that we did keep it a little bit quiet. We didn't make a big thing about it, but our daughter started as working in the background. She's also at university, but she also works in the background of the business. And now our son, it's become a completely full family business, so to speak. Our son, who is also going to university soon, but he is now working in the business, and his intention, hopefully, is to going to carry it on when we finally go in pension. That should be in probably about 70 years. But yeah, so it has become a full family business, so to speak. So and we are going to be doing things. We want to introduce them as well. Obviously, Silvana comes on once a year for her famous Christmas appearance, but we're going to be introducing also Alana and Gianluca on this channel as much as possible. We did start doing some things from our house. Some of you may have seen the video. If you haven't, jump on YouTube and have a look, where we're having a swimming pool done. A few people have asked me about how's that going. It's not going. But we did 2 videos, and then we got stopped due to permissions, and something that we needed on permissions. Then obviously August, and then the guys came to drill the ground again, and things didn't go as planned, so that should all be fun. We've got some videos coming up soon. I'm just waiting for a little bit more progress, considering our swimming pool at the moment consists of some reasonably flat land and 2 very small holes. So that once we move on a bit, I will be doing that, and hopefully we're going to start introducing the kids as well, because it's great. I'm saying kids, they're not kids anymore, but at least then you can get to know them for the future as well. We've got no intentions of going anywhere for quite a while, so don't worry. We've still got a long time before we can go in pension, but the way the business is going on, I think it does deserve that it keeps going. I'm going to answer a question, then I'm going to go on to a few of the things that I want to tell you. We asked previously, but lost the answer, Francis, and I know who this is. What are the options for having bought properties checked on in the owner's absence? Can you help with that? Yes, in certain areas we can, and in your area we can as well. There is an English guy that lives very close to me who's also helping when our swimming pool gets to a certain stage, so you're going to get to know him as well. He's helping out with that, and he looks after, that's exactly what he does. He's registered to look after people's properties. If you want to rent them out, if it's just key holding or checking on them and all that kind of thing. So yes, that can be dealt with no problem at all. Most areas we have got somebody that can do that. Do you want to put another question on, Tom? Have we got a few? Wants to add a few. Okay, Dave, you know something. I need to start. If I put my glasses on, will they? Oh yeah. Oh, look at the reflection on that. What's all that about? Anyway, I can't see. Oh, here we go. Dave, apologies for this being asked before, but buildings insurance that covers earthquakes, is this available? If so, are premiums high? No, they're not high, actually. And the reason for it is insurance companies do cover earthquakes, and like many other countries, these rare events, let's be honest, these rare events, a lot of the time are covered, or a large percentage are covered by the government, if you like. So obviously, if it's a second home, if it's a holiday home, the government will cover up to a certain percentage. And the idea then is that the insurance company, like any insurance company over the world, they say that they cover you for this, but they will cover you, but for anything that you're not covered with anybody else. So let's say, I'm just throwing figures out here, but let's say a government in the world somewhere says on second homes, we will pay out for 80% of damage and repair and things like that. So then the other 20% is where you would hope then your insurance company jumps in. So the prices are not, compared to prices that we were paying in the UK, I'm led to believe that the prices of house insurance in general is quite cheap here, and I've never had anybody that's complained at prices. I do know somebody that speaks perfect English in the Sulmona area, that's very popular with clients. It's a number of expats. So I spoke to him, or we messaged each other briefly before the August holidays, and I'm due to meetings. I would like him to come on here as well to have a chat about things like that. But contact me if you're looking for his contact details, and I will send them on to you. But yeah, it is available. As I say, we're talking about rare events, so it's but the cover is there, and no, it's not astronomical whatsoever. Let's get another one. Are the prices negotiable? When you say all fees included, does that mean it cannot be negotiated? Okay, so the way it works, Karen, thanks for asking this question because it is an important one. The way it works with, as everybody knows, we're not agents. We look for the best properties in the best locations at the best prices. And today, Friday, I'm filming with Domenico, and he looks like he's got some amazing places. The agent we deal with over in the Sulmona way. Today, I've been with Claudio, who I deal with in the Palombaro, Casoli, these sort of areas, and seen some amazing places. And we are quite picky. We don't just, because we're not agents, and I have said this before, but because we're not agents, we don't just fill our website up with properties just to make it look like an amazing website and look like we've got loads of properties and all the rest of it, take photos from certain angles and all the rest of it. The people that we deal with are registered estate agents. If they choose to have websites that do things like that, that's their business. And in the past, when I was part of an estate agency, that's what we did. The thing for me is there's so much rubbish out there, properties that's maybe already been sold, properties that are overpriced, and all the rest of it, that websites can become very confusing. Sometimes you can contact people and they'll say that's gone, no, that's not available, and all the rest of it. And it's because people try and bulk up their websites. What we do, our agents, most of our agents, do not have their own websites to do it because they work with us. They work solely with us because of the amount of properties that they find and the amount of sales that they make, luckily because of the fantastic channel that we've got. That's all thanks to you guys. What we expect in return is that our agents will not charge you, so you're not going to be charged a commission. What you are charged is the services that we provide to help you buy that property. So you deal with myself or my wife Silvana in future, also possibly Gianluca and Alana. We are the ones that look after everything. So from all the translations, from power of attorney, to do everything to get that key in your hand. So in return, we expect for the agents that they don't charge that. In return, to go on the channel, it has to be a great property, obviously, in a great location. So these are locations that we've been out, we know them. And the properties that go on the Saturday videos, obviously the videos are done by me, so I've been there and know everything about the property. And it has to be the best price that we can get. If it's overpriced, we don't put it on, because so many people will say, well, let's put it on at that, see how it goes, and then we'll take an offer. No, because we're not agents. That's not, we haven't got a website that we can change and do that. And we always say to owners, look, you get one shot on our channel, because I'm proud to say that over 80% of properties that go on the channel sell. Obviously, there's properties outside the channel. There's properties that people see on tours. There's other properties that Patreon members, exclusive properties that they see. But all the ones on the channel, we can say a high percentage sell, because we know the price is great and everything else. And if somebody said, look, let's start at that and we can always go down, well, we always say, well, start with somebody else. And then if you don't sell it, come back to us. And that's the way we do it, because it's so important that these properties are the best deals you can get. So in short answer to your question, is they have already been negotiated to the best prices. So, and I don't like the game of let's put 10K on it and then all of a sudden we can have a sale. Oh, we've got a January sale where, look, it's 10% off houses, and I know some estate agents that do that kind of thing. And it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I don't believe in I understand negotiations are part of everything, and people do try. And we can ask, if we think there may be a chance, we could ask. But if we think that, it's already going against our policy, because if we think they'll go down further, then we have a conversation and we say, look, I'm going to put this on next Saturday. You've got one chance. Are we going to go in at that when I know that there's possibly, or are we going to pitch it here? And usually people listen to us. And the reputation that we've got and the reputation our agents have got, and say, okay, let's do it there. Because I always say to people, one chance, if you spoil it, then that's it. It goes with traditional agents, and who knows, they could sell it straight away or they may not. So yes, they have been negotiated to the best price we can possibly get. Okay. Tone, do you want me, let's have a look. Are you still offering lean on mean service if buying from personal person? Yes, absolutely yes. And I want to get one of the Meet the Home buyers that used Lean on Me just before the holidays, because you remember Enrica, who's working with us now, looks after Lean on Me, and we've got, I think we have another couple that we're doing at the moment. She's fantastic, speaks perfect English. She came on a show, I think it was a couple of months ago. In fact, I'm going to probably get her on again in the next few weeks, and we'll start talking about Lean on Me. So that's the service. If you've seen a property from a private person and you want things to get going and you're just banging your head against the wall because communication is breaking down and all the rest of it, then get in touch with us and we can take over from there, and Enrica can follow everything alongside myself and Silvana as well. But she looks after all of that kind of thing on the Lean on Me service, and we can help you buy that property. And it's even the same if you're buying through another agent. You know, maybe you're not quite getting what you need from the agent, or the answers from the agent, or again, communication breakdown. You know, the agents sometimes are quite happy when we come along and say, look, we can sort this out and bridge that gap between for the language things, and also sort out power of attorneys, that kind of thing. So yes, if you're interested in that, contact us, info@ahomeiniitaly.com. As I say, any emails that people are sending this week, bear with us just for a short delay, because we have had the time off. We have got signings, and I have had to go out. Today we're doing videos. Thursday we have tomorrow we have signings, and Friday we have videos. And then from next week, we're sort of settled down a little bit, because the videos do take a big thing from us. While I'm saying that, Tony, if you can just hold questions just for a second, everybody. Don't write any more questions. Got to see a few coming on. Talking about the videos, because obviously it takes up a big part of the work that we do, which is great when we go out. And today we did 3 videos, and Friday hopefully we're going to be doing something else as well, so some more videos. Thank you, Francis, that's very kind of you. The service Francis used the Lean on Me service that went a little bit went down a little bit of a path. It's definitely going to come on and be a Meet the Home buyer, because that's a good one once he gets his amazing house. But yeah, talking about the videos, it does take quite a lot to put these videos together, and that's why our children now decided to be part of the business and to free us up to do some more videos, because we're going to start releasing an extra video on a Wednesday. Hopefully that's going to be from next week. I think next week's one's going to be our first ever rental property, because we're hoping to get a few rentals on board. And it's a similar sort of thing to the, can you see me going like this with this rudder? I didn't realize people could see my hand. You could have told me, Tom. I'm sat here doing this. Sorry, it's a habit I've got. I'm either that or drumming. I don't think that works, does it, when you've got a microphone near to you? Completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, so we're going to be releasing videos on a Wednesday as well, and these particular videos are going to be videos that we get from our agents, because our agents send us properties, send us photographs, send us videos, and they will say, you know, we think these are fantastic. You know, that there are always areas that we know. And they sort of send the videos in, and the ones that we really want to do a Saturday video from, then we program that in. Now, let's say if an agent gives us 3 properties in Raiano, or 3 properties in Sulmona or Palombar, or wherever it is, we can't obviously go out, film those 3 and put them on week after week. So we have to stagger them a little bit. Otherwise, you know, people will be wondering, why is it always this town, or why is it always the other town? So then we have a backlog of properties that are fantastic, that the agents have done videos of. So what we've decided is, on a Wednesday, we're going to release these agent videos. Now, usually they are in Italian, but that's good fun as well, because obviously with YouTube, the YouTube overdubbing sounds ridiculous. I mean, it just we tried doing it. We've been experimenting through August, but you lose something. So we're going to stick with the Italian voice. We're not going to allow auto dubbing. We're going to take that setting off. So no auto dubbing on these videos, but obviously you will get the subtitles that you can change to English. And the idea is then our Wednesday videos are going to bring loads more content to you from our agents, and they're going to be, I will start the video off with an introduction of the town, because we're going to do a few, obviously it will be the same introduction for each town, but at least you know the town, and then it will show the agents videos. Now, Patreon members have already been enjoying these videos for the last few months, and we've sold a number of them as well. I think half that we've put on Patreon have been snapped up, but obviously there's still great properties. Patreon members will always have first access to all the videos and all the content, and Patreon's going to get a new forum as well. I'm going to talk about that Possibly next week or the week after, we're going to talk a bit more about some of the expansion ideas we've got. So, but at least now we're going to be bringing more content. So that's going to include rentals. It's going to include these agent videos that are great. And I say it's a good way as well to listen to the Italian language. It's all part of it. And you get the subtitles at the bottom. So look out for those starting next Wednesday. They're going to be Wednesday at 5 p.m. They will be released. And then obviously the Saturday videos will be the usual ones with me that go on for hours. That'll be the usual Saturday 3 p.m. But there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more content on the channel. We did, as people know. Sorry, I know I'm going on about this. I will get back to your questions. But as people knew, we were talking about Le Marche. We're talking about Puglia. We've really thought this through during August. Abruzzo is incredible. You know, I always say that, and we live here. Everything, all our contacts are here. Everybody we know is here. And it's such an amazing, today, the videos that we took today, I was blown away. This is a place that's just across the valley from me, 2 minutes in the car. And I've been living here for a long time, coming here for a long time. And we shouldn't need to do anywhere else. This place is unbelievable. So we've decided that we're gonna slightly expand within Abruzzo, as well as the extra properties in Abruzzo, which, as I say, the agent properties. We're also going to be expanding the areas we're looking at around Penne, Loreto Aprutino, and Città Sant'Angelo, with a great contact that we've got there who speaks perfect English and can also look after restorations and can also do lots of other things. And the other area that we're looking to expand towards is Tagliacozzo, which Domenico is going to look after that area as well. We're going to start heading that way a little bit, which is heading more towards Rome. Still in Abruzzo, with great transport links, train stations, and that kind of thing. So we're quite excited about all this. We've made these decisions now. We've found some other areas. That's why we're not doing a tour in February, because we're going to use January and February to really get into these places and really get our contacts. The one in Penne and Loreto Aprutino is sorted. We need to sort out the one that we're going to use in Tagliacozzo. I was going to work alongside Domenico. I've reached for this again. So there's lots of things coming up on the channel, but look out from next Wednesday. That's when it's all going to start. Patreon members. Patreon's going to get a great thing with the forum. That really is going to be superb for Patreon members and for other people that want to join as well. We're going to open it to everybody. There will be a fee, but not to current Patreon members, and anybody joining Patreon now will get that as all part of their subscription. But there's going to be lots of things happening. So we are going to hopefully still Le Marche and Puglia for the future. For now, we're just excited about these new things. And Abruzzo, as I said, it blows me away every day, and that's why we're staying here. Okay, Tom, let's get back to some questions, because I'm waffling again, aren't I? And I've picked this up again. Why do I keep doing it? Why? Okay, fire away. Dave, if myself and my wife were to come out and rent, do you supply service to help find a property to buy? Yes, Darren, we do. We personally, the only time that I will take people around, it sounds horrible to say this, but it's because we are so busy in the way we set the business up, is on tours. So people that come on tours. But if you're coming out and you want to see properties with our agents, then we can organize that with no problem at all. So Claudio will show you around this area. Domenico, if he's available, will show you around Palombaro, Casale, all these areas is no problem getting properties. Domenico is extremely busy on the other side, because he works purely with us and on a few other projects as well, and on this current expansion. But yes, we can organize time with him and with Claudio as well, so we can do that with no problem whatsoever. Why does it keep covering the names? Oh, here we go. I have to look this way because this screen is getting really small. So there must be a way I can make this bigger. I'm gonna have to buy a screen the size of it. Anyway, at what point should we engage the Lean on Me service? Should we start with the owner or engage you first? I would say, obviously, I don't know if you've already negotiated with the owners, because that's an important part, because that's stepping on territory of being a mediator and estate agent and the rest of it. So I know it's difficult with the language. The best, I would say, if you found the most important thing is if you found somewhere. If you found somewhere, contact us, send us a link to the property that you found, and then we'll tell you the stage to do it. But the earlier the better. because that way then we can. I mean, Francis that came on earlier, he assigned us to do Lean on Me for one property, and it's been going on for such a long time, and it turned into a bit of a nightmare. And himself and his wife were absolutely amazing, because we felt guilty, and it wasn't even anything to do with us, but the house, there was problems with the documents and everything else. But that's why we need to be engaged earlier the better, so we can see if it's something that can go ahead, or if it's just a dream, if it's just something that's not going to happen. Because in this particular case, it was pretty much most of the house was under what they call antique possession. And although antique possession is common here for the whole house, it's just ridiculous. It turned into a nightmare. So the earlier you can, I don't want to scare anybody, because the process is usually perfect, but send us an email, tell us what stage you're at, and send us a link for the property, and then we can go from there. So we know how hard it is to do translations, and we'll tell you exactly the best thing to do. Okay. I'm waiting for him now. You can see Tony's, I can see him on a little screen. His brain is. Can you do a long-term rental if you already own for elective residency? You can, but the fact that you already own, you've no need to. So Seb, in your case as well, Seb, you need to become on Meet the Home Buyers as well. I want to do Meet the Home Buyers next week. There's a few people that I'm thinking. So Seb, let me know if you're free, if you're both free. But yes, you can. But in your case, the fact that you already own, then you just use that for your elective residency. That's a fellow Manchester United supporter, for anybody that's interested in football. Stop laughing, Tony. Anyway, next one. It's a little bit slow, isn't it, today? Have you noticed? Taking time. Here we go. What about properties that have been, this is from Caroline, what about properties that have been available on your YouTube channel for some time? Would they be up for negotiation? Great question, Caroline, sorry. We could, obviously there's more of a chance if it's one of the 15%, 20%, whatever it is, of properties that are still on there. The way we work with the owners, we pretty much say that we've got a good chance of a quick turnaround. But when that doesn't happen, there's always, in those cases we can try. At the end of the day, we'll do what our agents negotiate the best prices possible, as I keep saying. I am going to keep saying that, and bear in mind that the owners do not get anywhere near what the top line price is, because all the fees and tax include notary fees, our fees. We also sort out all the connections afterwards. There's a lot that goes into the process, and there's a lot of people that's involved in the process as well. So the owners get nowhere near that. But yeah, I mean, feel free to go. If there's something that you've seen on the site that's been there for a while, then yes. And what I will say, anything that is on the site that's been there for a while, it actually upsets me a little bit, because I know how fantastic these properties are. But in the same breath, some people snap up some places and that have been there that for some reason the vision was not there at the time for people, for viewers, and then people will just say, I can't believe this is still available, and snap them up some amazing places. But yes, Caroline, if you've seen something on the website that's been on there for a while and it doesn't look like it's sold, then please do get in touch with it, and I'll speak to the agent. The agents, at the end of the day, their job is to get this. If it's been on a while, then we say to the owners, we know we've tried to get you down to rock bottom, but clearly with all the exposure our videos get, there's something not sitting right. Can we talk? And that's what our agents will do, and that's what they're great at. So yes, in those circumstances, definitely yes. Anything coming out new, then they have been sort of negotiated as far as possible. As part of, this is from Gordon, as part of getting keys, do you supply a set of notes such as commune, trash days, utilities to set up, auto pay, etc.? We're arriving in Popoli. So excited, and yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys. You guys have got yourself a brilliant property. It's actually a good question now, because the person that we use at this side of the mountain does supply a list, and this is one of the things that we try and think of everything. And part of our services are doing the utilities and setting up your utilities on direct debit and that kind of thing. Then Silvana, my wife, she will go through that with you. She should already be in. I don't know if you've been in touch with Gordon, but obviously make sure you're in touch just to see where we are with utilities and that kind of thing, so I don't get involved. It stresses me out too much, to be honest with you. Water companies, electric companies, and things like that that's not good for me. That's not good for my health. That's why unfortunately we have to charge. It takes up. It's actually. I'm not going into it. It upsets me even talking about it. It's harder to do all of that than it is to do the property sale. Anyway, moving on. But yes, that is something that we did say that we should really leave some sort of list. And as far as the trash collection and things like that, did you mention that? I think, did you? Commune trash days. You do get calendars from the local councils. So when you get there, if there isn't one already in the house, then it can be requested at the local the local council. And usually when you go inside, you'll find them hanging around somewhere in the foyer and things like that where you can take them. But again, get in touch with Silvana, because she will sort out the bins and she will the trash bins, and then you can go to the council on her instructions. She will contact the council to say you're coming and all the rest of it. So that's all part of the service we do. But yes, we are thinking about getting a list together. As well as next week, the Facebook group will be open for people that have already bought. But we are looking at getting a list together for certain areas where we can say these are some suppliers that we know, but we're hoping Facebook is sort of going to look after that, where people who are actually in those areas, maybe somebody's found a great supplier of windows or whatever. We want the forum, the new forum that's coming for Patreon members, and Facebook to look after those. The forum's going to be the strongest one, definitely. But yes, we these are all in the pipeline. But as you know, Gordon, get in touch with us, and in particular get in touch with Silvana, and she will sort out the utilities and that kind of thing. Okay, Tony's looking he really is slow tonight. If you could see his face. Ciao, Tonka. It's a great name, isn't it? I actually, my eyes said Ciao Tonka Dave, but it's not. It's Tonka Tonk. I love that name. Tonka Tonk. Ciao, Mr. Dave. Quick question. How do you go about getting a geometer to look at an interior construction project? So it depends where you are. If we know somebody in the area, then we will. But there's geometers all over the place. Every town will have 2 or 3 geometers. So it depends which town you're in. Tonka Tonk. I seem to think that I don't think it's Shelley. Am I wrong? Is Tonka Tonka? Is that a name for Shelley? I can't see the photograph. Anyway, I don't know why I'm suddenly thinking this particular person that bought a property, but yeah, let us know which town. You can always contact us at info@homeandity.com, and we'll let you know if we know a geometer. Again, this thing of concentrate on more on Abruzzo is to try. We don't want to get involved in restorations because it's just too. We can't handle that at the moment. We used to do that years ago. That is a full-time job. Now we're trying to get as many contacts as possible to make things even easier, which is why we've decided to stick to our roots, stick to Abruzzo. And these contacts will come, but obviously not so easy finding ones that also speak English. But we do have a number of people, so it depends which area. Let me know which area. You can email me, and I'll let you know if we know somebody or any contacts that we've got. Let's have a quick look at this one, Tony. You're choosing the longest questions, and then the lettering gets smaller. I could do with something. Anyway, let me just see if I can. Here we go. How do we know if a house is still available on Patreon? Sometimes it says if someone has purchased from Patreon, but what about those videos that don't say that? Okay, so on Patreon, there is a section that is called Sneak Peek Properties. So when you go onto Patreon, this is obviously if you're a paid up member of Patreon, which everybody should be, because it's amazing, if I do say so myself. And it's going to have this new forum as well. That's going to be great. I sound like a certain person. It's just going to be great. I've even got the hand movements as well. Should I say that? No. I've lost my train of thought again. What we're talking about? Oh yeah, so Patreon. So if you go onto Patreon, that costs €14 per month, by the way, so very cheap, absolute bargain. If you go onto Patreon, click on collections, click on Sneak Peek. Go into Sneak Peek, and you'll see a number of properties there that is exclusive to Patreon. and all the property, you will see it says clearly on there, sold to a Patreon. If it doesn't say sold to a Patreon, then they are available. If you're wanting to know what's available on YouTube, then this is dead simple. And I do keep it up to date. So obviously the very latest properties, I may need a couple of days if they've been taken. But if you go onto YouTube, you can click on playlists, and there's 2 playlists. There's 3 now, actually, or there will be. Sold properties, available properties, and rental properties. Okay, so that's the rental properties is coming soon. So obviously, sold properties have sold, available properties are available. You see how that works. But also the website, because what happens with the website, you go on to www.ahomeanditaly.com, click on properties, and then there's an available properties button. Click on that, and that will take you direct to the playlist within YouTube. Now, I did want to do some sort of listing before YouTube, because I know sometimes people like to look at photographs before. It's the time thing, and it's the fact that we don't want to go down the line of being estate agents, because we're not estate agents, and this is how we're geared up. So it takes you to the available properties playlist, but you can see a photograph of the property, you can see the price, and you can always skip through things as well. It makes it, I mean, I think a video is much better anyway. And if you look at our videos now, especially the recent videos, as soon as it starts, as soon as the music, the intro's finished, then it will tell you there at what point, and I'm going to start adding it to the description, at what point is the house tour, and then we do a final thought at the end of all the videos, and it will tell you at what point that final thought is. So if you're just skipping through the properties, you can, I must add that to the description, you can click to the final thought section, and that's a quick run through the house, and you can quickly sort of see it and see if it's something that you think you'd be interested in. But that's how to find out if they're available or not. But on Patreon, on the collections, sneak peek properties, anything that doesn't say sold to a Patreon is still available. Maps Bolt. Hey, where do these names come from? Great. Hey, Dave, it's great to hear about rentals. I would like to find a long-term contract to integrate myself into the agricultural community. Is that realistic? Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, it's something. Anything is possible here, and the great thing with this area is it doesn't take you long to be in the countryside and be part of all that kind of thing, but you can still live in a town or village. That's the fantastic thing about you don't have to sort of go into the wild. You may want to. At the moment, I will say that the rental property that I will be publishing next Wednesday is in Carswell. So I've only got one at the moment. Things start in a small way, but I haven't done any advertising yet. So I'm waiting to get some advertising. So I should imagine there'll be lots of expats that want to rent their properties as well as local. So give that time to build up. But if you want to send me an email at info@ahomeanditaly.com, tell me the kind of property, and I will keep you on file. As soon as we find somebody, then I can get in touch. So yeah, that's going to be a work in progress with the rental side. But I think it's going to be quite good. Is there a risk of pipes freezing in the winter in unoccupied properties? Canadian asking. Troy didn't say. Did you notice Troy has stopped saying Tony rocks? And that's because he's been threatened that he's not going to get his. In fact, he's coming soon. If I've got the right Troy, I'm sure I have. He's coming soon, and he sent Silvana a message to her. And in fact, Troy, you didn't ask me, did you, where you can get your keys? And I noticed that he's tried going round me to get to Silvana. I must have a word with Silvana just to say we have to decide whether we're going to release your keys or not. I hope I've got the right Troy. Otherwise, I'm going to be thinking, what's this person talking about? Anyway, is there a risk of pipe? It's always a risk. It doesn't get down free. Not anymore. Now I've said that, it's probably going to be unbelievably cold this weekend. But there's things you can do to stop that. I would always say that if you're not going to be here for the whole of winter and all the rest of it, and then when you come out this time, then just drain the system. It's as simple as that. As well, obviously, turn your water off. Let all the water run through the taps and everything else. And then what you can do with your pipes for your radiators, if it's an old boiler and you want to turn everything off, you don't want to leave the electrics on, then I would suggest possibly even draining the radiator as well and getting rid of all the water so there's no water in the system. If it's a new boiler, or if you decide to have a new boiler, they have a built-in thing that keeps that, and I think it's worth doing that, because it's pointless turning your electrics off and things like that. I can understand turning your water off and gas and that sort of thing, but I would leave the electrics on. For a number of reasons. I would also leave it. You can get some great cameras that you can put up that are dead easy to put up, that we had some put in our house. I actually put them up, so they're not that hard. And you can look on your mobile phone, and you can keep an eye on your plate. It is a security thing, but here is a safe place. But I think it's good to have something like that, and good just so you can see the inside of your house as well. Keep the electrics on. If you've got a new boiler, it will have a thing that just keeps kicking in as well. Just to make sure that doesn't happen. But there are a number of measures that you can take, but I wouldn't worry about it getting that cold, to be honest with you. Our pipes in 20 years have frozen once, and that was because they were out open to the elements, just to give you an idea. And we're in the countryside up against the mountain. It does get slightly colder at your side than our side, but it's slightly warmer in summertime, but it's not something I would be majorly worried about. Okay, Tony, you've gone quiet. Hello. Oh, here we go. Francis, as the UK has huge council tax charges on homes per year, are they similar in Italy? No, a lot less, Francis. If you email me, or next time we speak, next time I'll give you an idea what yours will be. But they're nothing like UK property price. I mean, I think the highest council tax bill I've seen for anybody was about €900 for the year. And I can't remember where that was, and it was quite a big property. Obviously, you get bin taxes and things like that. You don't pay council tax here when you become a resident, but no, it's nothing like the costs of the UK. Definitely not. But if you contact me, I'll get you a rough idea on what those will be. But I would say even on the minimum of the UK one, there's a good chance it's going to be half. 3/4 would be really pushing it, but yeah, if you contact me, I'll let you know on that one with no problem at all. Okay, Tom, we'll have another couple of questions, and it's nearly that time. Let's get two together. So I'm expecting your best ones. Hi Dave, if you're putting up rentals, will you be including the price? Your first video didn't include the price. Yes, Mike. No, so the first video was on Patreon. It was a bit of an experiment one. We did that during August. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the price of what they would advertise on Airbnb and places like that. So it will be a from price. Obviously, if somebody's looking for long-term rental, then that's negotiated directly with the owner. So all negotiations go direct through the owner. The reason why we ask people at the moment to contact us through info@homeinitaly.com is we want to gauge the response for people. And we have nothing to do with it. Everything is done. We've got enough on our plates to worry about rental properties. We get in touch we become part of it when you need to register your contract and things like that for your elective residency visa. But all negotiation and everything is done. Everything is done sort of directly with them. But I will put the from price that they usually advertise, and I'll put that in the descriptions of the video as well. What was that, Tony? Did I see just something coming from Troy? He did. He couldn't help himself, could he? Couldn't help himself. October 23. Nice one. Very good. Very good. I've just seen a couple. I did send to you and Silvana. So did you send it to me? Are you sure about that, Troy? I know Silvana mentioned it to me, but I'll have a look. I might let you off. I've just seen a couple of questions that I wanted to just quickly go through. Somebody was I've lost them now. Tony always tells me this is difficult. Somebody mentioned about Dave, if you ever give up the home selling business, you should consider stand-up comedy. Really? Very kind of you to say so. I couldn't imagine myself standing up in that, but there you go. How do I get rid of that now? Oh, there you go. There was somebody asked if there's anything that's something about the tours, if it was I'm looking through these now. I can't. There's too many people talking. Will people stop talking? Somebody mentioned an itinerary on where and the type of houses we will see on the tour. We don't have that at the moment. The reason for it is during August time, that's when lots of people come back to their home villages, and all of a sudden they're realizing that they don't come back as often as they should do, and they want to put things up for sale. So our agents are really running around finding properties big style at the moment. So it can be a lot of the properties that are on the tour I've never even seen. So we find properties right up to the day before, and sometimes even on the morning of the tour. So what I will say is the vast majority are town properties, and the reason for that is we tend to go to a town, walk around the town, have a look at it, and then go and see the properties. We do see detached properties as well, but it's much harder to have to go out to the countryside, then go somewhere else in the countryside, and so on and so on, because we see so many properties. And we try and cover everybody's budgets. The majority of budgets tend to be up to 100K, but we do see a bit of everything. So a mixture of everything, but unfortunately we can't give an itinerary, and we certainly can't give sort of photographs and everything before the tours, purely because they are brand new properties. And as I say, the vast majority of the time I've never seen them. I see them at the same time as you as well. That's the great thing about the tours. Between tours and Patreon, that's the early access thing. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock, Tone. You should have sounded that horn a few minutes before. We're keeping these, but I can hear music now. Am I hearing things? I think I'm going a bit crazy. He's back.
Hey,
hello,
I'm back again.
3 or 4 times this door has gone. I'm sure it's something just because I mentioned The Conjuring and that happens.
You know what that means in Italian?
What? Yeah. Yeah. And I feel that way as well. Have you ever seen The Conjuring, Tom?
No, I don't like horror.
You don't like horror films, do you? You're more of a Christmas film type person.
I hide behind the settee.
You would do with that one. That is anyway, why do I keep going back to that? Between The Conjuring and this weird little plastic whatever this is, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, and creaking doors.
On about the refuse collection, the dates and whatnot. There's
what's that going to do with this elastic band?
No, I'm not talking about it. Elastic band. Come out your ear, part of your brain.
Go on, what were you telling us about trash?
Ecolan have a app that you can put on your phone, because I use it, and it automatically every night it tells you what rubbish to put out.
Well done, Tone. I forgot about that.
Comune as well, whatever Comune is in.
And is that do they run all around Abruzzo? I think they do, don't they?
Yeah.
So folks, well done, Tone. I forgot about that. I can't write. Why can't I write on here? It's not letting me.
Well,
anyway,
no, it won't let me.
Ecolan or Ecolan. So ECOLAN. ECOLAN. I don't know why I can't write it anyway.
And the app's called Ecolan app. So it's all one word, Ecolan app.
Ecolan app. So ECOLAN and app.
AP.
Okay, yeah. APP. Is that just for Abruzzo? Yes, as far as I'm aware. And apparently, in fact, you did show me that, didn't you, the other day? My memory is terrible. In fact, when did you show me that?
When we was drinking.
Not probably. When was that?
When? Party.
Oh, at Lexi and Craig's. Oh, yeah. Yeah. God, your conversation's boring at pool parties, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I can't remember it. The pool party that you were 4 hours late to, just because you thought there were going to be a million people there.
I did, yeah. I'm not very good at mixing.
So Tony thought there was going to be loads of people there, and he was just going to drift in and drift out. But poor Lexi and Craig had only invited me, Silvana's mum and dad, and Tony and his wife Mila. So Tony was 4 hours late. I had to wait for my food that day. Shocking. Anyway, we're going offline. So yeah, Ecolan app. Yeah. Put the name of the council in, and it will tell you the color of the bin that needs to go out and the day. So there you go. What a great app. That's Tony's evening pleasure.
Tip for the day.
That's the tip for the day. And Tony's evening pleasure is looking at his Ecolan app, which I forget every day to put the bins out. And Silvana usually tells me just about to get into bed. I'm going to go out and face the elements.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? Mila does it all the time.
There's nothing worse than that. And it's almost every day, and I forget every single day. Anyway, Tony, we better do this because these good people out there, you know, they're already sick of you.
They're running late again.
Okay, Tom. So you need to read it out again, and let's see if anybody. I'll keep an eye on it. See if anybody gets it. So this is Tony's tongue twisting trials, sponsored by David Palladino. Palladino peanut. I'm sure it is. Yeah. It is. Go for it.
Right. Ti ho detto che la mia gamba è lunga 44 pollici dall'anca alla punta del piede, quindi stiamo parlando di 88 pollici di terapia avvolta intorno a te per il prezzo stracciato di $3,000. Good.
Can anybody? Not bad. I just want to see if anybody gets it. I'm looking. If David gets this, nobody's got it. Nobody's got any idea. Everybody's probably gone. Can you see how many people? Is anybody still watching us?
There's few left in.
A few left in. Oh, that's good. That's good to know.
We haven't bored everybody
yet. Nobody seems to have got it. Absolutely nobody up to now. So we need to give some people some tips. So, all right, a quick Italian lesson. Let's go through it, Tone. Are you ready? So it says, ti ho detto che la mia gamba è lunga 44. Okay? Yeah. David said, what kind of shrimps cost $3 million? No, they're not. They're not shrimps. But he did get the last part. Not million. So Tony, break it down. Ti ho detto che la mia gamba è lunga 44 pollici. Right. So let's break that down. What does that mean?
No idea. Something's.
What's the gamba? What's the gamba?
Gamba, I don't know.
Leg.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Okay.
44-inch leg.
Okay. From Dell'Anca.
You
careful.
Think what my 44-inch leg.
Dall'Anca. What's an anchor?
Dall'Anca. Alla punta. Dall'Anca. No idea. Anchor. Hit.
Well done. To the punta del piede.
Point of the foot.
Yeah, so down to the foot, basically.
Yeah.
So people are still not getting this. They're enjoying their Italian lesson.
Yeah.
Quindi
stiamo
parlando di 88 pollici. Oh, somebody's got it.
Really? Oh, Pretty Woman.
Maurizio, well done. Still pretty good going that you managed to get that. Maurizio, I mean, David Palladino has definitely let me down. He's got shrimps at $3 million shrimps.
It's Maurizio.
No, I'm just saying that David Palladino's guess he's let me down this week. Talking about £3 million shrimp. Maurizio, well done. Somebody else. Oh no, it's Maurizio again. Nobody else got that. Only Maurizio. There you go. Pretty Woman. So just carrying on quickly the Italian lesson because people want to just get to the end of this. Quindi stiamo parlando di 88 pollici. Quindi so stiamo parlando. So we're talking about 88 pollici.
88 inches of if.
This is basically this is where it gets a bit rules. It's talking about legs being wrapped round. So we're talking about it, We're talking now. Imagine Julia Roberts and the scene where she's near the bath and she's near.
I always imagine Julia Roberts.
Yeah. So it's talking about her long legs being around the person. Per il prezzo stracciato. This is a good word. I learned this tonight. Per il prezzo stracciato di $3,000.
And for the price is.
But when he says stracciato, it's like the bottom price. The what's the word? Price. Yeah, but it's like a word that you'd use for like the not the broken down price, the whatever it is, like the real rock bottom price of just $3,000. There you go. I mean, does this show get any better? Does it really? I mean, we've got Italian lessons. We've got a bit of everything. Thanks, Tone.
Thanks. Cheers, guys. Cheers, everybody.
There you go, folks. Thank you so much. Well done, Maurizio. David Paladin. Oh, he said 3,000. So he did say, what was that? What, David? Sorry, 88 inches. I'm not going down these comments. People are going to be coming in now, looking at these comments, thinking, "What on earth are these people talking about?" Anyway, fantastic. Really enjoyed that one. Use these Q&A sessions to your advantage. If you do think of any questions one day, you think, "Oh, I must remember to ask Dave that," fire an email to me, info@homeunity.com. I will save the questions. I will put them to one side. There was one question that I didn't cover tonight, which I'll get back to, and that's about some document that somebody read about some of the villages in Abruzzo not getting some funding and things like that. Remind me on the next Q&A, Tone. I will tell people about that because I've been looking into that, so I've got a few answers on that thing. But send me some emails, info@homeunity.com. Remember to find the signs, the Benton. It has to be Benton, Benton. I want some road signs from all over the world. And if we can get photographs of you under them, then that's even better. That's we're still taking the stunning photos as well. But if we can mix some of those in, that would be that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Love these sessions, and I love to see all the regular people on here. I love to see new faces. I know some of you watch it not live and you watch it afterwards, and I hope you get as much enjoyment as we all do. It feels almost like a family. That's what I love, and that's what we're planning on doing with the new forum that's coming out, and that's what we decided to do. We're going to stick with what we know. We're going to stick with what on earth. We're going to stick with this amazing area, because we you know, it blows me away every day. And look out for some of the properties we've got coming up on the channel, and look out for the new content from next Wednesday. Blows me away every day. It deserves it deserves the effort that we want to put into it, and the passion that I've really got for this area, and that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much for that comment. Love our home in Italy. That's very, very kind of you. Really appreciate it. Have a fantastic week, guys. We'll see you again next Wednesday. We're going to do a Meet the Home Buyer next weekend. So if anybody's watching that's already bought a property from us and you want to be on Meet the Home Buyers, send me a WhatsApp. You've got my number, I'm sure. Or send me an email, and we'll get you on next week, and hopefully we'll do that a couple of times this month. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you again at same time next Wednesday. See you soon.